So I was walking through a very affluent town in Colorado called Louisville, Colorado. And my wife and I were walking down the sidewalk with our daughter, and a lady that looked about in her upper 50s was walking toward us. She was very well dressed, looked like a business lady, very sharp, very traditional looking lady, just very professional. And alongside of her was what I assumed to be her daughter. It was a teenage girl, but this teenage girl looked absolutely atrocious. This girl had blue or pink hair, something crazy like that. She had a wild hairstyle. She had all black on. She looked goth. She had chains hanging off of her. She looked like something that came out of the zoo. And I asked myself, in fact, I asked my wife the question out loud, although I knew the answer to it. I asked and I said, how is it that someone so affluent, so well-to-do, so professional, so proper could have a daughter turn out to look like that? And my wife's response was exactly what I knew to be. She said, rebellion. These kids are rebelling against their parents, and so when a teenager or a child rebels against the parents, they do the exact opposite of what they were taught, what they were trained, how they were raised. And we have a whole society today of kids who are Christian kids, mind you, that are going off into this gender culture. They are going off into this homosexual culture, and we are wondering, why is it? Why are our kids going off into this? Well, it is rebellion, but it is not rebellion out of ignorance. It is rebellion out of what they have been taught, what they have been counseled to. The Bible says that a companion of fools shall be destroyed. We have kids who are idolizing these music groups that are pushing this gender ideology, this transgender ideology, this homosexual ideology. We have groups where the girls are just gender neutral, or they look like boys. These guys groups, guys singers are feminine, they look like girls. We have people like YouTube influencers, Jojo Siwa, that is supposedly a child-friendly channel, and yet here she came out as a lesbian. She bashes traditional Christian morality on her show, and our kids are being fed this, right? They're being fed this ideology. And by the way, your kids will dress and act like who their heroes are. When I was a boy, my heroes were preachers. And so I loved wearing a suit and tie to church. I loved it. Why? Because I looked at preachers as, wow, I want to be like that one day. I looked at these pastors that I heard preach at these conferences, and they were my heroes. Okay, I loved baseball. Derek Jeter was a hero of mine as a kid. And so when I was playing outside, I wanted to play baseball. I wanted to get good at baseball. Why? Because I looked to those people. Well, who your kids are looking to, who are they being influenced by, will affect how they dress, how they act, how they talk. And you may not even know it, but you may wonder and ask yourself, why are my kids acting like this? Why are my kids dressing like this? Why are my kids behaving like this? I guarantee you they're being influenced by somebody. It's not just out of the blue. It's not just, oh, it's just their personality. No, it's not. They are being influenced by someone. Okay, the goth culture is huge in our society, in our young people today. It's a sign of insecurity. They're insecure in themselves, and so they think, well, if I just act different than everyone else, then I'll be accepted. Okay, and so, but they're being influenced by someone. So parents, you've got to be careful. We've got to find out, who are our kids being influenced by.